So, if you're keeping an eye on your blood sugar, that cup of coffee you have every morning might be way more important than you realize. Today, we're going to dive into some really powerful doctor-recommended swaps that can totally transform your daily ritual for better wellness. Let's get right into it.
Let's kick things off with a really big question. Could your daily cup of joe be quietly working against your metabolic health? And you know what? The answer might surprise you. For some people, it absolutely can. Not all caffeinated drinks are created equal, and some can actually contribute to the very blood sugar spikes you're working so hard to avoid.
Okay, this slide right here, it really breaks it all down. On one side, you've got drinks that can lead to things like glucose spikes and extra stress on your body. But on the other side, you have these incredible alternatives that are backed by science to help stabilize your blood sugar, improve how your body responds to insulin, and even protect your vital organs. It's all about making a choice that leads to more stability, right?
All right, let's jump into our first category, rich and earthy alternatives. Now, these are going to be perfect for you if you're someone who just loves that deep, roasted, coffee-like flavor, but you want something that's going to work with your body, not against it.
So, check these out. We've got chicory root, dandelion root, and barley coffee. And what's so cool is that each one has its own unique superstar nutrient that offers a very specific benefit for managing blood sugar. Let's start with chicory root and its secret weapon, inulin.
So what's the big deal with chicory root? Well, it's all about this stuff called inulin. This isn't just any old fiber. It's a prebiotic, which basically means it's food for the good bacteria in your gut. And here's the kicker. It actually slows down how fast sugar hits your bloodstream after you eat.
And we're not talking about a small change here. The impact is pretty significant. Research shows that the inulin in chicory can improve your body's insulin sensitivity by up to 15%. Think about what that means. It means your body can do the same job with less insulin, which takes a lot of strain off your pancreas, all from a simple root.
All right, next up we have dandelion root, and this one is an absolute powerhouse of antioxidants. Its main job is to support your liver. By helping your liver work more efficiently, it can actually help reduce how much extra sugar your liver pumps out into your bloodstream. That's a huge deal for preventing those unwanted sugar spikes.
And to wrap up our earthy trio, let's talk about barley coffee. Its secret is this unique soluble fiber called beta-glucan. It creates this kind of gel in your gut. Sounds a little weird, I know, but what it does is slow down digestion, giving you that nice, steady, stable energy without the awful crash later.
Okay, moving on to our next group, which I think you're going to love, warming and spiced lattes. These are those comforting, delicious drinks that are also packed with amazing compounds that fight inflammation. And as you know, inflammation is a huge driver of insulin resistance. Let's see how they work.
So in this spicy corner, we've got ginger tea, turmeric golden coffee, and cinnamon herbal coffee. You can see each one is powered by a very specific active compound that gives you a unique benefit for your metabolic health. Let's kick it off with turmeric and its amazing active ingredient, curcumin.
Okay, let's zoom in on curcumin for a second. This is the stuff that gives turmeric that beautiful, vibrant color, but it does so much more. It's one of the most powerful natural anti-inflammatories out there, and it really works to protect your cells, especially the important ones in your pancreas, from damage.
And again, the numbers here are pretty incredible. Studies are showing that curcumin can boost your insulin sensitivity by as much as 18%. It just goes to show how adding one simple, warming spice to your morning can make a huge, positive difference in your body's chemistry.
All right, what about ginger? Its key compound is called gingerol, and it works right at the cellular level. Think of it like this. Gingerol helps unlock the doors on your muscle cells, making it way easier for them to grab glucose from your blood and use it for energy. It's a really direct way to help lower your blood sugar.
And cinnamon? What makes cinnamon so special? Well, it has this really unique superpower. It can actually mimic what insulin does in your body. This helps your cells pull sugar out of the bloodstream much more efficiently, basically giving your body's own system a helping hand.
All right, last but definitely not least, let's talk about our third category, powerful herbal teas. Now, don't let their light, refreshing vibe fool you. These brews are absolutely packed with compounds that give your metabolism a major boost.
So in this group, we're looking at rooibos, green tea, and matcha. Just look at the different benefits each one offers, from directly tackling insulin resistance to calming those stress-related sugar spikes. Let's dive right into green tea and its secret weapon first.
So the superstar in green tea is a compound called EGCG. It kind of plays two roles. First, it makes your own insulin work better, and second, it acts like a bodyguard for your organs, protecting them from the long-term damage that high blood sugar can cause.
And get this isn't just about the day-to-day spikes. Drinking green tea regularly can potentially lead to a 0.5% reduction in your HbA1c. That's your 3-month average blood sugar, and a drop like that is a huge win. It's a real sign that you're getting much better long-term control.
Okay, now Rooibos. This one's caffeine-free, which is great, and it has this super rare antioxidant called asparlathin. Its main job? To go after insulin resistance head-on, with studies showing it can help reduce it by nearly 10%.
And then there's matcha. You can basically think of matcha as green tea on steroids. Because you're actually consuming the entire ground-up leaf, you get this super concentrated dose of all the good stuff. That includes L-theanine, which helps calm you down and manage those nasty blood sugar spikes that get triggered by stress. We all know those.
Wow, okay, so we've gone through a ton of amazing alternatives. But now for the really important question. How do you actually make these a simple, enjoyable part of your life? Let's get practical.
The good news is making these is super simple. For most of them, you just measure out a bit of the powder or leaves, heat up your water, not quite boiling, and then let it infuse for a few minutes before you strain it. But listen, the #1 most important rule for all of these drinks, please avoid adding sugar or those sugary creamers. That's the key, right? That's how you unlock all these incredible health benefits.
So let's just recap everything. Making one of these simple swaps can help you improve your insulin sensitivity, get those post-meal spikes under control, reduce chronic inflammation, protect your heart, your kidneys, and your nerves, and ultimately help lower that long-term HbA1c number. It really is a whole-body approach to your wellness, and it all starts with just 1 cup.
And that brings us to our final question. And this one is really for you. After hearing about all these incredible, science-backed options, which one are you excited to try? What's going to be in your mug tomorrow morning?